what that project was like.
Quentin Tarantino, I never did a movie.
No.
Which guy are you talking about?
I'm kidding. Let's talk about The Cell.
Okay.
Let's talk,
So
because...
that's Tarzan.
Yes.
And so The Cell was with Jennifer Lopez and Vince Vaughn.
Uh-huh.
And thank you. I love that movie, by the way.
Amazing.
And that, till this day, is probably one of the darkest parts that I've ever played.
Most difficult.
I mean, not difficult in the actual daily routine of the job, like the actual work schedule was not that hard. But I still have nightmares about some of the stuff that I researched on that movie.
It's interesting because you can tell that you're very enveloped in that character. Well, all your characters, but in particular, that is such a there's so many disturbing things that
Right.
that are revealed that it just seems like that would stay with you and be one of those roles that...
Yeah, it was heavy. I mean, my wife was like, I'm going to go back to New York. I don't want to be around you right now. She was like, you are so freaking creepy.
You're like, I'm good.
I'm like, please stay. And she's like, that's fucking creepy.
Well, let's take some audience questions. What do you guys say? You guys have things you want to ask? What we'll do, we can start over here with Negan. Or no, let's start down here. Hi. Can someone read what he's pointing to down there?
Of all of the characters that you have played, who was the most difficult to play?
Of all the characters you've played, who was the most difficult to play?
Wow. There's only been a couple that were like super difficult, but I think, I think that because it was my first film, I think Full Metal Jacket will always be that to me. It was quite a task to not get fired. There were actors all around me getting fired, and I just didn't want to get fired. That was like my main goal, and I had to. And Stanley was also one of those directors that didn't like to talk about script or story very much, and he really expected you to bring this kind of thing in and do it. And so the pressure was really on, and so just from a kind of young actor's point of view at the time, when I was a young actor, it was a trying year. It was tough. And then as an adult actor and as a more experienced actor, the most recent one I think is actually Fisk. It's a very difficult role because there's a lot of nuances to him. And I depend a lot on the writing, and so the writing has to be really good. I mean, Stephen DeKnight's writing in the first season, like I said, is just, that's a high mark to rise to and to stay at. And as you guys know, I don't have to tell you, if you're a fan of Daredevil and of Marvel and of Fisk, you know that character has to be deep. It cannot be one level. It cannot be a surface performance. It's what makes him different than the other bad guys in that universe. It makes him more human and also more disturbing at the same time. He's more of a monster than any of the other ones, I think. That's my point of view. Don't you guys think? And that's to make him human and have all these nuances. That's like my main job that I struggle to achieve every time I try and play him. That struggle to try to keep him human and a child and a monster at the same time, that struggle is the performance that you guys get. And it's a hard thing to do.
Thank
but
you
it's
very
fun.
much.